We can package all this into a function so that we can do this for all kinds of stuff. And I'm going to just do that here. Let me see if I get that right, the wrong place there. Yeah, that should be there. And let me run that again. And then I can, I'm going to use a join function. What the join function does is it takes a list and it takes a list elements and joins them with whatever separator we give here, right? So a list is build knife summary community data.raw, and that produces something, and we join the elements of this list by using a \n over over this thing there, and we print the summary, and we get a summary which says essentially what we saw before, and we can see the Le Monde summary. It's a little bit slow because it has to go through every different thing. We are not using a really very efficient algorithm, but that's probably okay. So I recommend going for brunch over any other meal. Everything ordered for brunch has been quite good. Shakshuka is great. Love to try them out for dinner. So great. Check regularly. I give them a better review because the food was good, but the waiting really was long. The food was really good, and they're known for their brunch menu. So I mean, it's actually a pretty good summary when you think about it. They're known for brunch is important. Service is service. Okay, that's the deal there. And we can now use this to summarize the speeches of our presidents. So we know that to get George Washington's first inaugural speech, we just have to take this, and we can build a nice summary of this. And this will show you why George Washington has a large complexity, because each sentence of Washington's speech is this is the length. So you can, this pretty much his entire speech is there in the summary itself, like 4 sentences, and I'm pretty sure that covers almost everything in this thing there. And we can try some other president. So if you want to try, let's say 2013 Obama.text. We the people declare today most evidence true, blah blah. This says guys for Pedro, Seneca Falls, Selma. When times change, so must we. Must harness new ideas and technology to remake our government, revamp our tax code. I mean, this is pretty good, right? You think about it. I mean, this is his speech, right? He's trying to say these are Obama's points there on this one and this one. So we've got a pretty good set from that. A summary if you don't want to read his entire speech, which is quite long. And we can look at Trump as well. And I haven't looked at this, so we shall see what it is. Well, 2013 is not correct. 2017. Trump.text. Now join a great national effort to rebuild our country and restore the promise of all our people. People of welfare, back to work, American hands and American labor. It's a good summary too. Factories shuddered, left our shores, thought about millions. We have enjoyed our glorious freedoms. I mean, this summarizes pretty much Obama's Trump's mandate anyway. So we can see the summaries, even our naive summary, worked pretty well with this, and it worked pretty well because the documents are, inaugural speeches tend to be very, very focused. So if the documents are focused, you're going to get a good summary. There's another summary summarizer which is probably a little bit better, is the GenSim summarizer. And what it does is it uses nodes and lexical similarity as weights on the arc. So it's sort of looking at each sentence as a node, and then it looks at how each sentence is related to other sentences. And then the nodes that have high relations to other sentences are more likely to be in the reflective of what the document contains, so they show up in the summary. So it's worth looking at this GenSim to take a quick look and see how it differs from our naive summarizer. So we'll just do all our imports. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, maybe I did it. It doesn't matter. Import star, and then I run all my stuff again, and I just want to make sure that community data is there. It's plain text corpus reader. Okay, just to make sure we have all this stuff there, okay? And now what I'm going to do is import GenSim summarization, and I need to install GenSim. Okay, so let's do that. I'm going to go up here, insert cell above. So just make sure you import GenSim as well, install GenSim as well. So once we've installed that, then we can import GenSim summarization, and then summarize our community text, print summary. Oh, this is actually Le Monde text, right? So we did here. So now this tells us here, and so I should compare it with this. So that's our knife summary versus this one. You notice one thing, that GenSim was much faster, right? Much faster than our knife summary, because our knife summary is using a really poor algorithm. So here we have the slight differences in sentences. So it says, I've come here several times with a friend for brunch. And actually, wait a sec, that is community. I'm sorry, I should be using community there. Yeah, strip text was community, right? Not Le Monde. So you do that. So here we see the first sentence is pretty much the same for both of them, and then we don't have this country breakfast and eggs were delicious fluffy over there, but we have we don't have the pancakes thing, and really good for breakfast, great pancakes, sausage, eggs. Actually, in a way, I guess it's hard to say, but I would put this as a slightly better summary than this one. So GenSim is doing a little bit better job with this here, but these documents are small, so it's well worth using that down the road. If you ever want to do it, you can use GenSim rather than community. You can try the same thing for Le Monde, GenSim rather than the naive one. Try the same thing for Le Monde or for Amigos or for Heights.